So, yeah, maybe. So let me start by asking you all a quick question. How many of you here are actually owners of crypto projects? Put your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 4 or 5. How many of you here are either investors, traders, or here to learn about crypto? Put your hands up. Okay, so there's more of you. And how many here of you are single? Put your hands up. Don't be embarrassed. All right, everybody look around. Now you know who to talk to at the after party. You're welcome. So, because most of you are investors and traders, I think it might be of more value if I bust 3 myths in crypto that are holding you back. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer me talking about how scammers are scamming crypto companies? Which one do you prefer? Put your hands up if you prefer debunking 3 myths. Put your hands up. There's quite a few of you. So let's do that. And for the crypto projects out there, please see me later on. I'm going to tell you some secrets you don't want to miss. So let's move these slides. Actually, I'm not even going to use this. There are 3 myths in crypto. Actually, I am. Let's go back. All right, whatever. So there are 3 myths in crypto that are holding you back. And this is going to be very controversial. Number 1, the best time to buy crypto is in a bear market. Completely false. We'll talk about that in a second. Number 2, technical analysis works and doesn't work. They're kind of both right. We'll talk about that. And number 3, buying the dip. You're doing it wrong. So let's start with number 1, okay? And that is what? The best time to buy crypto is in a bear market. No, it's not. It's as you're coming out of a bear market. Listen, bear markets are long, they're brutal. Anything can go wrong. A project could scam, they could get scammed. Their utility might become obsolete. The CEO might do something stupid and there's an argument between the company. There's so much that can go wrong in this 1 or 2 years. Narratives change. So even the sunlight agrees with me here. So why would you buy in a bear market? You're supposed to buy as you're coming out of a bear market. See what the narrative is. See what the trend is. You're still buying the lows. If you buy in a bear market, you're locking up your capital. You're missing opportunity cost. If you bought XRP a couple of years ago, right, you would have missed an entire bull market because you didn't see the AI narrative and your capital is locked. I'm not saying anything bad about XRP. I think it's a great project. I'm just saying you got to see what's going on in crypto and know when to get into. So that's myth number 1. You don't buy in a bear market. You buy as you're coming out of a bear market. Number 2, technical analysis. Listen, technical analysis works. Before I got into crypto, I used to teach TA and in the Forex industry for Profit Point. The problem is the information you're getting from technical analysis on YouTube, from influencers and so on, most of them don't know what the hell they're talking about. They just learn technical analysis. And number 2, if you are following a YouTuber, for example, that's talking about TA, you have to understand that this YouTuber wants views. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber too. I also want views. It's great. But because they want views and consistent videos, they do day trading. Most of you are not day traders. Most of you are investors or maybe swing traders, long-term trades. So you're watching TA on YouTube trying to learn technical analysis, and one day the price is going up, and oh my God, there's now resistance, and we're going down, and now we have a bullish, oh my God, there's a golden cross, and you just get confused. Every day is different. And you know, you have those titles and those thumbnails that make you panic, and it's going like this, and one day you're going crazy, and one day, oh my God, should I sell? And the other one, oh my God, should I buy? You don't know what you're doing because they're day traders. And it's great for them. They do know what they're talking about. But you can't run a YouTube channel on swing trading and long-term investing. I do. I tried it. I talk about other things as well. Because for 3 months, like, we're still in the range, we're waiting to break out, and it's a more long-term perspective, but it's a lot healthier for you. So technical analysis does work. Oh, and by the way, these YouTubers, they also talk about the news. But wait a minute, they're technical analysts. But you're not supposed to talk about the news. There's news for the masses, and there's news for the classes. We get the news for the masses. We never get the news for the classes. So your best bet is TA and learning TA. But headlines grab news. So views. So they talk about the news and they conflict with their own TA. They become biased to it. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. Number 3, and this is an important one, buying the dip. How many of you bought a coin, it came down, and you bought the dip? So you buy the dip, and then it goes down even more, and you buy it again. And then you buy it again, and it goes down even more, and you buy the dip into oblivion. Put your hands up. Everyone's done it. Come on, don't be afraid. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, everyone's done it, okay? Even the project owners back in the back there. We've all done it. I've done it. But listen, if you're going to trade crypto or invest in crypto, you have to see it like a business, okay? So imagine you had a shop, a clothing store, and imagine you were selling dresses. And you're selling yellow dresses, green dresses, and I don't know, blue dresses. Now the red dresses are selling, but the yellow dresses, not so much. But your distributor comes and says, hey, guess what? We have 50% discount on yellow dresses. You're like, awesome, so you buy these yellow dresses. Month goes by, and he comes back again. We have another 20% discount on the dresses, on the yellow dress, so you buy more dresses. Well, what are you gonna do when it comes by again? Now we have 10% discount, only 10% of the price. You're gonna buy those yellow, you're gonna have a stock full of yellow dresses that nobody wants? No, this is the same with your coins that you are buying on the dip. You're buying the yellow dresses. Nobody wants the yellow dresses, and now you're locking up liquidity. You don't have money. You're missing opportunity cost because now you don't buy the red dresses that people actually want. Listen, if a coin is going up and it's doing well, chances are it's going to keep on doing well. So yes, buy the dip, fine. But dollar costing your average down all the time as if it's some amazing rule from heaven, it's just not applicable. Yes, take that risk, but make sure you have enough money for those red dresses, right? So those are 3 very quick myths that I wanted to bust for you. And what I want to do right now, listen, I've been in crypto since 2017, not just as a trader, not just as an investor, but a C-level executive. I've written books, I've done public speaking. All I do now is YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel with 53,000 subscribers. And yes, all KOLs are scamming everybody. Fake channels are out there. Most of the views you see on YouTube are fake. And most channels are fake. They are. So, and there is ways to see this. There are ways to see which ones are which and how to go above that and beyond, by the way. But my question is, I've been in crypto since 2017. And I want to challenge you, I want to ask you, what questions do you have based on these myths, based on technical analysis, based maybe even on scammers? Let me ask you, what questions, what can I answer for you today to give value to you, right? So does anyone have any questions? Please raise your hand. Sir, thank you. Give me a second. Yeah.
It is popular. There will be your testing things, data. Everything you say can be tested, of course. And the same with other YouTubers. Almost never see anyone who is actually testing anything.
Right.
So, what's your experience?
So when you're saying testing about data, if you're talking about price, if you're talking about narratives and so on, listen, it's very easy to see. It's very easy. Of course, you got to learn how to do it. A lot of people don't really talk about data. I'll tell you why. When it comes to technical analysis, if you look at most YouTubers today, some are very good. But if you look at them today talking about technical analysis, most are very young. They're 20 years old, 21 years old, 19 years old on TikTok. It takes 2 or 3 years just to learn how to do technical analysis. I know it sounds like a long time, but it isn't. It takes 8 years to be a lawyer, 6 years to be a doctor. 3 years you can learn how to be a technical analyst and actually make more money potentially than a doctor and a lawyer. The problem is, if you are 19 years old, when did you start learning technical analysis? When you were 15? And suddenly you're on YouTube? With what experience? So a lot of people read an instruction manual on how to drive a car, but it takes time to actually drive and to know when to break the rules, right? So it's not that they don't look at data, they don't know how to look at data. They don't know the fundamentals of technical analysis. They've read a book, they started the bull market, and basically everyone's a genius in the bull market. Once the bear market starts, everyone starts losing money. So that's why most people get it wrong. Any other questions? I'll try and drink some water here. All the way in the back there.
All the way
Hi.
to back. So what you said before, people buy the dip, it's again, buy the dip, it's even more. It's basically them trying to DCA.
Yes.
Why do you think people try to DCA during the bear market instead of during the bull market?
Okay, so first of all, for me, DCA in general, it's complete crap. I'd rather DSA, and I coined that term. It's instead of dollar cost averaging, it's better to dollar swing average. So basically, it's best to buy the swings and not commit yourself to every week, if that makes sense. Unless, one exception, Bitcoin. And no, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. I'm kind of a shitcoin minimalist. But when you DSA, listen, you have to think about it like a business. Like I gave the example earlier on with a store. Yes, you could buy something that's on discount, but until it comes back up and shows signs of life and actually breaks some resistances, what you're doing, just keep on doing that, is you're missing opportunity cost somewhere else. So you have a coin, you love it. Never get emotional with your coin. Don't marry it. Trade it, invest it, but don't marry it. You're still young. Too young to get married, man. You're already married. You didn't raise your hand earlier on. Or did you? Okay. So look, even in the bear market, DCAing, what are you going to DSA into? If it's Bitcoin, I get it. But if it's any other coin, how do you know that's going to be the narrative? How do you know that's going to go up? How do you know that will be the coin? Because back in the last bull market, everybody was talking about gaming being the best next thing or the biggest thing. I personally was talking about AI. And I was saying that this market will be driven by AI mostly. And that's what happened, but I was versatile enough to watch. I was in Solana. I called it at $2. I bought back in at $8.50. But I didn't miss virtuals, I didn't miss Cookie, I didn't miss all these coins doing crazy gains because I didn't have my capital locked. And yes, there's a difference if you're a trader. But first of all, if you're a trader, you really shouldn't be trading altcoins that much, especially if you're a day trader. There's a lot of volatility. And you can do the same sort of performance just by using Bitcoin on leverage. And now you have price history. And now you can actually do technical analysis, because a lot of mistakes people also do TA in crypto, by the way, is they use technical analysis on a coin with no price history. I've seen YouTubers come out, the coin just launched a couple of weeks ago, and they're like, oh my God, I just passed resistance and it's making support and this and that. What are you talking about? There's no price, it doesn't work. So it's best to chart Bitcoin and the narrative in the altcoins, and then that is a bet on narrative. That is a high risk bet play. Does that make sense? Yes? Any other questions? Next door neighbor, right there. And I get to drink more water.
After we're going to just again to do the scammers. Recently there was a guy in France that was blacklisted because he was a crypto influencer on TikTok, and when they figured out he's broke, they let him go. And it's been such an issue in France that they're changing the law, so it happened many times, similar things where I live and so forth. So how do we do PA on the influencers? Because usually what people do is like, how many cycles does the person survive? That's the badge of honor, let's put it like this. But it doesn't always mean that. So how do we do TA on KOLs?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be following many people on TikTok for your financial advice. Why would you be doing TA on influencers and not just do TA on the coin and learn how to do TA yourself? Because you want to learn how to research someone or research an influencer. What's the point? If you are a crypto project, I understand. You can ask for a few metrics. Number one is your retention time. Because here's what scammers do typically, okay? Let's talk a little bit about how scammers work here. And this is for the audience as well. So if you're in the audience, you don't have a crypto company, I'll mix it up. In order to understand how scammers work, you have to understand how KOLs or crypto YouTubers get paid. And typically there are three ways crypto YouTubers get paid. Number one is through allocation. What that means is they get to buy your token at a much less price than launch. And when the token launches, they dump on their audience. The second way is they get free allocation. So they get these tokens for free, and then when the project launches, they dump on their audience. And the third way is they get a standard rate or a hybrid model. And if they find a way, they will dump it on their audience. So essentially, that's how crypto YouTubers work. Now, it's actually quite expensive and quite hard to be a crypto YouTuber and influencer. I mean, a lot of people think we're just up here making videos and it's just like we're fun and we make a video and we get paid. And partly that's true. But you have to understand, to be a crypto YouTuber, a successful one, you need to know about how to use the camera. You need to be able to write scripts. You have to be able to present, so you're the actor. You have to edit, so you can edit the video. You have to be a graphic designer to design the thumbnail. You have to know SEO for search engine optimization. There are a lot. And then there's equipment. You have to learn the camera, learn the lights, learn the microphones. Holy crap, you have to buy these as well. So what happens is, crypto YouTubers buy views and buy subscribers. Now, there's something here with the algorithm. When you buy subscribers and you buy views, in the beginning, you're gonna scam the company. It's great. You'll get 5,000, 10,000 views on that project. But you're not gonna get any conversions. Because what happens is, the algorithm sees these views, and it sees there's no retention after 30 seconds, or even more. And what that signals to YouTube is, no one's interested in this video, so they don't push it out to a further audience. And that's fine, it'll work once or twice. But then what happens is, the next time they make a video, then YouTube suggests that video to their core audience first. But that audience are bots. Last time I checked, bots are really not interested in your content. So now no one's watching, there's no retention on that, and they have to buy views again, buy likes, buy comments, and this becomes a loop for them. And now there are crypto channels set up for the sole purpose of actually scamming crypto projects. They just repurpose old YouTube channels or buy YouTube channels, and it's all fake. I was gonna show it today earlier on, and I can show anybody later and show statistics, but then the projects don't see conversions, so they demand more views and more subscribers, then they have to buy more views and more subscribers as a YouTuber, and it's just a never-ending loop. And you're all getting screwed. So you gotta start researching, ask for retention time, ask to see watch time of the videos watched from YouTubers. They'll give it to you. Ask your agent. Agents work with 1,000 KOLs. They don't care, they just wanna get paid, most of them, not all of them. I actually started an agency called DigiFire Marketing. And we are gonna work with select crypto YouTubers that have real views, that have real conversions. And by the way, if anybody wants to reach out to me, real quick, let me see if this works this time. Give me a second. This is the presentation you all missed, by the way. Very cool, question marks everywhere. Give me a second. And by the way, if you have any more questions, please raise your hand and give the microphone to the next person.
Yeah, I think
we're out of time?
Out of time, so maybe one last question.
All right, one last question. By the way, a lot of crypto YouTubers don't know they're scamming people. A lot of people think that, come on 1 second. Don't worry, I'll be very fast as soon as I get to this slide. That's my dog, by the way. He loves you. So a lot of people think like that I'm doing the wrong way. So a lot of people think that, for example, KOLs, big KOLs are dumping on their audience, but they're not. See, what happens is we are a blockchain, and a lot of times we find the wallets of crypto influencers, like Alex Becker, for example, which I like. And then what he'll do is he'll make a video about a token, it will pump, so people sell that token. The problem is a lot of people have figured this out, so they watch his wallet online on Arkham, and they see which tokens are coming in, and then what they do is they buy, and when he makes the video, they start dumping on you. It's not him that's dumping, it's the people doing that. But now it's gone even further. Scammers are now sending free tokens to these wallets, so everyone thinks that he's buying these tokens, and he never even makes a video. They just scam you directly. So get rid of the middleman. This is blockchain, right? So one last question, if it's make it a fast one though.
Yeah, so a code can destroy a project by dumping tokens or similar, but how can a project destroy a code?
You have to put the microphone closer, man.
Yeah, how can a project destroy a code, and how can the project actually reach to codes that actually work and are real?
Okay, so how can a project destroy a KOL? I think it's with research. So ask for their metrics, ask for the retention time. The first 30 seconds has to be over 50, 60% of people that keep watching. Then watch their watch time generally. And see, look, all these numbers, most of them on YouTube are inflated. I have 53,000 subscribers. I typically get 1,000, 2,000 views a video, right? And this can go up or down depending on your niche, depending on how you do it. But those get a lot more conversions than 10, 20,000 views from a KOL. So you have to find a trustworthy source, which is me, which you can scan and contact me, but you have to learn how to research a little bit more. As a matter of fact, if you want any questions, please ask me down. I'll be around on the floor. I don't want to take anybody's time. Thank you so much. I love Nordic Association. Thank you for having me here. Really appreciate you all.